So I'll begin with a general overview of the confectionery industry market. In 2007, the Canadian confectionery industry was approximately valued at $2.5 billion, where the chocolate represents around 59% of the market. Sugar products represent 20%, chewing gum is 17%, and everyday cough drops at 4%. Canada's chocolate bar sector is dominated by major multinational players like Cadbury, Nestle, and Mars. In this graph you can see these three companies hold the top market share in the worldwide confectionery industry. In the years leading up to 2007, the market has been steadily growing at a rate of 3 to 5%, with particularly high growths in areas such as fruit snacks, sugar-free products, and premium product chocolates. Although there has been a continuous growth in this market, Canadian exports of confectionery products have been steadily declining from approximately $1.37 billion in 2005 to $1.26 billion in 2008. Next we're going to take a look at the market trends in the confectionery industry. One of the biggest changes within the industry is the change in demographics. Most of the people that bought traditional chocolate products bought Canong chocolates, Pot of Gold, and other box sets. The new population is looking for something that's cheap and easily purchased. So how has the industry responded to these changes in demographics? The industry has gone from cost leadership strategy to a differentiation strategy. Previously it was all about the cost, whereas now companies are differentiating with new product lines and costs, almost like a car dealership. With multiple product lines in the industry, a company can gain a lot of profit from their many line segments. The price point within the industry has changed. People are now browse around and aren't as brand loyal. If one brand offers cheaper price than the other, they're going to go to that company that has a lower price. By offering differentiation in their products, most companies are able to keep consumers within their own company. Increase of seasonal activities in North America on holidays such as Easter, Halloween, Christmas, and Valentine's Day, despite the recession, are continuing to maintain a strong demand. With these changes, external and internal factors must be addressed. We'll begin with the external factors. Society concerns. Society is now more health conscious, concerned with trans fat, nutrition value, and allergies. Companies will need to do research to meet these customer demands on this aspect. Plants and production. Within the last 2 decades, plants have been consolidating. In 1961, the industry had 194 plants in production, and at the end of the century, Stats Canada reported only 94 plants left in production. In Canada, 70 of these plants are between Ontario and Quebec. The cause of this phasing out is because smaller production facilities are being replaced by less, larger, and highly efficient operations. Material costs. Raw materials represent an overwhelming 73% in the sugar sector and 83% in the chocolate sector of the cost of goods sold. This makes the confectionery industry vulnerable to fluctuation in material price. With sugar prices on the rise at a rate of 3 to 5% since 1980 and 34% increase in the prices of cocoa and oil since 2000, it is causing pressure on manufacturers to raise their product prices. To give a rough idea of the expenses of raw materials involved in the confectionery industry, we have data from 2001 that shows the total cost of materials and supplies used at approximately $1.6 billion. Internal factors to address. Packaging. For example, Halloween, parents are more concerned about the packaging of the candy to ensure the safety of their children, whereas before this wasn't such an issue. Safety. In regards to allergies, manufacturers must ensure the machinery is peanut-free. In order to do this, facilities will sometimes use duplicate equipment for the production of peanut-free products. New product research. Dark chocolate, chocolate with nuts, sugar-free chocolates, etc. will lead them to touch the untouched market and greater benefit. Next we'll talk about the threat of substitutes. Internal threat. Corporations may diversify their product lines too much. Too many different product lines may lead to cannibalizing your own lines and cutting into your product shares without increasing market shares. External threats. This is the opposite in the case of external threats. If you do not produce enough variation in your product line, you will not be selling to certain target markets. You have to find the perfect balance within the number of differentiation of your products to ensure that you are providing consumers with enough variety, but not so much that you're cannibalizing your own products. New product research. Society today has become more health conscious, and this puts pressure on the confectionery industry to meet the needs of these consumers. Products such as sugar-free gum offer low-calorie intake, where chocolates with nuts provide protein and nutrition. Recent studies have showed that dark chocolate is a potent antioxidant and has the ability to lower blood pressure. Further research and development will help capture this new market. So in conclusion, the state of the confectionery industry in Canada is currently quite strong. There are numerous internal and external factors that are changing within the industry, but the overall industry itself still prevails. The demand is increasing and the demand for chocolate is still strong.